Alright, guys, welcome to this episode on the weekly analysis for Forex pairs. This week, we'll be working on the USD CHF, that's the USD Switzerland franc. As you can see, that's the chart I'm on now. You can see the setups I've already done, the levels. You can see the levels I've drawn out already, and then we at a critical level currently now. This is where price is now currently, so let's start off from there. I had to draw out this analysis and put out these levels and other blocks, so we'll be able to see where we're expecting price to go and where price is going to react. So currently price is at this level. This is a very strong level. You can see from our trend line. If I can put it in the line charts, you can see this way. I think it's clearer. So you can see our range. This is the highest point currently, and then this is the lowest point. So price has just gotten down to this point and is trying to push back, so we're expecting this level to rebound price and push it back. So this is more like a demand zone. It's a very, very active one. So currently there is also this week, this is a weekly chart, as you can see, and the last week candle that just closed, you can see it's a very bullish candle, is a green one, and it's just kicking up from that same demand zone at the same point with our trend line, as you can see. So this is more like a higher confluence for us. This trade is a higher probability trade, so that was why I had to bring out this setup, so you see all these points. This is you can look at the box. This is my box entry. I'm expecting price to pull up and then come into my box and then start going up back. So expecting a buy on USD this week. From the fundamentals I've checked, I can see that USD it's not quite bad. There's something, I think it's the news, the fundamentals is quite positive for this week. So I expect this movement to continue moving up. This is our daily chart. So expect this movement to continue up down to this axis. This is where we are having our current supply level that might react price, push it down, or we don't know. So price is at this level currently now, so we expect a retracement. This is the D1, the daily time frame. So at this point we expect price to push up down to this level. I know there will be rejection around here, so price might eventually pull down, make a retracement to take demand around this area before it pushes up, because price cannot just run one at a stretch. Most of the times it doesn't work that way. There will always be a trend or a retracement to take another demand, which I believe would be in this our box. That's why we had this box here. So we expect price to pull up to this area, come back in this box, and then start going up. So that's why we have our entry around there. So it's as easy as that. So I had to draw this setup so we don't have to do much of an analysis this week. So you can just see everything clear from yourself, and then you understand where price is, and we know that yes, already at a level, a very significant level that might push price up. So from this technical analysis and price action that we've seen, all we need to do is just work with the fundamentals, and if they work in alignment, that's the news for this week. And I've emphasized on it already. I believe this week will be a positive one for USD. So we expect price to continue this stretch up down to this area, and that will give us about a 1:3 on this, because this is about 70 pips. If we enter this trade, it's about 70 pips, and we have about 190 about 190 200, which is about 1:3 on this. So we're expecting the 1:3 on this trade. We can still go down to the H4 and see what is happening there. So you can see the H4, you can see the arrangement of what is happening. So this is the price action forming around here. You can see this range. This is this range. Price is in the second range now. It has just crossed to the next level. We're expecting it to come up to this area and then come back here to take a demand before it pushes up. So we hope to meet price by next week. So I don't want to rush into the current price. It's at a disadvantage price, so there's no point rushing in. That will affect our risk to reward. So we just wait for price to react and then come into our box and then work for us. That's all. So that is the setup for the D1. This is quite clear. If I go down to the weekly, you can see it. It's a very clear one. You can see the range. We have marked these green horizontal lines. You can see this is resistance here, support here, which is our demand area. So price is already going up. So from the weekly, it shows everything clearly. That's it. It's very clear that price might eventually push up. So we hope for this and get our 1:3 at the end of the day. So that is for this. This I believe is as a result of the CHF itself, not exactly USD, because this same price action is occurring in so many of the pairs that the Switzerland franc is in pair with, like Canadian dollar, Switzerland franc. Also, this is the chart. This is the weekly chart. You can see almost same price action as that of USD. You can see, compare it. You can look at this USD chef. This is USD CAD chef. So you can see CAD chef, USD chef, almost similar price action. So that is why the analysis there and here is almost the same. If I bring it down to the daily on CAD chef, you can see also this is what is forming here, almost similar thing. It just came to this level, at this level. So we're expecting the price to push up, reject at this point, come in into our axis, and then pull up to this area. So we're expecting this one to push up to this area. So while we have this green area here, because we expect price to react here and then push back. This is why we expect price to rebound, push back, take a level here and then pull up. So either of which, we had to do the two and then wait for, you can see the price actions, both of them almost similar, same thing. Very, very evident that yes, the Switzerland franc is going to be weak for the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's more like how you can get this is more like an investment opportunity currently, because I believe this can run for over a month, because from here this will take about 2 to 3 weeks. This will take about 2 to 3 weeks or 1 or 4 weeks to get to this area and relax here. That's about a month for about 1 to 3 weeks to reward. So that's how we're going to be looking for this week, mainly on the Switzerland franc CHF against Canadian dollar or the USD pair. Whichever one that triggers will go into it. If the USD CHF triggers, we have to set, once market opens, we'll set our pending order around here, our buy entry, buy limit. So if price will trigger it and then we are in, or we come to CHF franc also, we set the same pending order around here. You can see just around here, we set our pending order. If price triggers us, we go in for this buy. So whichever one of them, so I'll be putting my pending order for the both of them. But how do I manage my risk now? Okay, so normally I go on 1% per trade on a full trade, but since I'm having the same signal for 2 pairs and I don't want to, I might take one and the other one, and that one doesn't trigger and the other one will not trigger, so it doesn't make sense. I have to just take both and I'll risk half of the full trade. So I'm risking full trade, but I'm splitting the risk. That's 0.5 0.5 on both pairs. So that's what I'll be doing once the market resumes. So that's all for this week's analysis. So I'll be taking you guys on my own personal results. As a trader, I've been trading, so I'll be showing my portfolio on how I've traded so far, the result, the statistics from a reliable platform, so you'll be able to see how far I've gone. Alright, so you can see from this platform, you can see my trading statistics. That's like my score from a particular platform called FXE. So if you haven't heard about it, you can still go and check them on their website, fxe.com. So it allows you to trade and then gives free analysis and basic stats. You can see my balance drawdown. I'm about 3.03 for 3 months. Initial balance of 10k, profit about 600 and something. My win rate 57. You can see average profits, average trades per week 4.9, about 5 trades. You can see my growth rate about 6.2, about 6% in 3 months. At least I've tried. You can see my profit factor 1.49, which is about 1.5. That's about the risk to reward overall. And then this is my trading profits and losses for each week. You can see the first month I didn't trade first week, second week, third week, but on the fourth week you can see I made a whopping 5%. That's massive. The fifth week I made a minus 1.949. The second month I didn't trade first week, second week 2.38%. I didn't trade the other weeks. The third month you can see 1.43. first week, 1.39 second week. I took loss on the third week and fourth week, and the final month I didn't get much of a profit anyway. But then you can see my profit correlation charts. The profits and losses have been dangling around. That's more like average. It simply means I've not been taking too much losses or profit or gains, but I've been going on average. So that's my portfolio. You can see it. All right, guys, have a nice week.